Robin 3STRONG here. I am finishing up some awesome sweet potatoes. I'll try not to choke on it. Of course, I have my, what used to be 2 more cups of my chopped vegetables here, my purple cabbage, my carrots, cucumber, sauerkraut, celery, all that stuff. If you've seen my other videos, you know why I mix the fibrous vegetables with the starchy sweet potato to slow the digestion. But anyway, I want to talk about how you can essentially use the same template to gain weight and lose weight. And what I mean by that is my overall diet, my overall goal is to gain as much muscle mass as possible while minimizing my fat mass. Okay? So I have a certain amount of protein every day in the form of chicken. I have a certain amount of vegetables every day. I have a certain amount of fruit, and then I have a certain amount of sweet potatoes. So essentially I have a relatively high carbohydrate, not extremely high, but it's in the 250 to 300 grams a day range. And that is going to help me bulk up. If I wanted to lean out, what would I do? Would I change my protein? No, not really. Would I change my fat? Minimal. Maybe I'd raise it up enough, a little bit, but not too much, or even just leave it the same. Would I change my vegetable consumption? Not really, because these aren't that calorically dense. I would look at the starchy carbohydrates, and that would be my first plan of attack. If I want to lean out, I am going to reduce the amount of sugars and simple carbohydrates that I eat. This is actually an approach that bodybuilders use before they get ready for a show. During the bulking phase, what they will do is consume a diet that's high in protein. They would have a very large amount of carbohydrates. And as they're trying to lean out for the show, what they would do is keep their protein content the same, because that's not really going to be utilized as an energy source. It doesn't get turned into fat. That's for the muscles, so you don't need to change that. What you do need to change, and what they do change before the show, is reduce their carbohydrate consumption. It's interesting how for decades, bodybuilders have been using this approach to bulk up and then lean out, and the whole weight loss community is talking about, oh, it's fat, no, it's carbs. There's this whole debate, and athletes have been doing this for a long time. So who are you going to follow? The person on TV telling you how to lose weight? Or the guy on YouTube? No. Or the tried and true thing that bodybuilders have used. You set your protein content wherever you want it to be. If you're going to bulk up, you increase your carbs. If you want to lean out, decrease your carbs. Nothing else has to change, really. And that is actually going to help you lose weight, because guess what? If I add in more calories from these carbohydrates, guess what? I'm consuming more calories, so therefore I'm going to gain weight. If I reduce the amount of carbs I have every day, what have I just done? I've reduced the number of calories. It just seems to be that the carbohydrate calories, the sugars, have the most effect on whether I'm going to gain weight or lose weight. So all the other nutrients you can leave alone. All the other things, the proteins, the fats, you can leave that alone. Still consume your low-calorie, crunchy, fibrous vegetables. The only thing, either have more of this or less of this. As simple as that. Try that. Excuse me. Tastes like sweet potato. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow.